We know that the Atlantic Ocean formed a couple 100 million years ago, but we can't really see the features that were responsible for that continental breakup. If we go to the Great Rift Valley in East Africa, the structures and the processes at work in continental breakup are right there. The Great Rift Valley lakes in Africa are among the natural wonders of the world. The Great Rift Valley has been forming for many millions of years, so there's a very thick pile of sedimentary material below the bottoms of those lakes that records its history. Lake Malawi sits in the southwestern part of the Great Rift Valley. It's a half a mile deep. It's almost 400 miles in length, 2.5 times the size of Lake Ontario. We know from past studies that water levels have risen and collapsed in this gigantic lake. It's done this dozens of times over the past million years. When the lake fills, that actually puts a big load on the Earth's crust, and that impacts the rates of faulting. Sometimes those earthquakes are actually recorded, and those sediment layers can be recovered and played back like tape recorders. I came here in 1998, so I've been here 26 years. Since a lot of my work was more focused on lake systems by that point in time, it made sense to be in a place like Syracuse University, which is in the heart of land of some beautiful lake systems. Our research right now is to integrate a number of different types of data. We were there in January and February to collect some new imagery of the deep basin of the lake. So now we're in the big science phase of the work. We're essentially processing the data and integrating the different data sets. There's significant earthquake hazards associated with the breakup of the continents. There's even the possibility of tsunamis in these large lakes that are generated by major earthquake events. So it's important that we pass that information on to the planners and the decision makers in those countries, those communities that are adjacent to the lake. Basic inquiry, trying to understand natural systems, is at the heart of everything we want to do. In almost every instance, we try to get students at some point in their careers to take part in expeditionary activities in far-flung places. And that's not something that can happen at any institution. So a place like Syracuse University is unique in that we can bring these special experiential learning opportunities right back into the classroom and share some of that